Welcome back. South Africa's most famous white woman, Evita Bezuidenhout, is making headlines again. And to be completely honest, I've been taking a look at her book throughout the entire morning. It's very early in the morning, but I'm actually salivating. Her latest book coming out with the cooking instructions. Tannie Evita Bezuidenhout, baie dankie dat jy ingekom het.
Dankie.
Good to have you with us. Let's talk about Bossie Sikelela.
Yes.
Love the title.
Well, my first cookbook, which came out 2 years ago, was called Evita Bossie Sikelela, and that was really focused around the kitchen, you know, and so many people are so scared of cooking, and some people don't know where the kitchen is, so I say follow the cat. Follow the cat. But this Bossie Sikelela has taken us into the whole country, this wonderful world in one country called South Africa. From the Richtersveld to Polokwane, right down to KwaZulu-Natal and the Cape Point, and finding different recipes, different wonderful treasures that we can share with each other to really underline our optimism about the future, because, you know, the politics is making us very frightened.
It's a journey of gastronomical happiness, isn't it?
I would say it is, and also it is full of tips. I give people tips on how to peel onions without getting their eye makeup to run. I also give you tips if a snake bites you, don't bite back.
You can't do that.
You can, but you die in the process.
You heard it here first, don't bite the snake.
Don't bite the snake. And I must say, it has been a great journey for me, because I've been collecting these recipes for the last 50 years. And my friend Linda Vickery actually put it all together, chose the recipes, tested them, and we have really got a second cookbook that will, I think, change people's lives and make them feel better.
Well, talking about making someone feel better, I do love this line, on koeksisters en slegte meisies. O wei, wat is hierdie nou daaroor?
My engel, you know, when I was a little girl, I had a little box where I kept secret things, and one of them was a little black eye pencil, and I used to put it on my eyes when I was a little girl, because my mother said any woman who wore makeup was a slegte meisie, né? Because we were in Kerk in Bethlehem in die Vrystaat. But then I became a film star in the 50s. I made films called Bochel in die Akkedis, Meisie van my drome, Duivelsvallei. And then, of course, I wore a lot of makeup as an actress, and one thing led to another, and I suddenly realized that, well, if you want to, you must look after yourself. So if you've got secrets, don't hide them, bring them to the fore. And one of my other secrets is being a natural entertainer and also using cooking for reconciliation.
Let's talk about the reconciliation with the food. So many questions coming through, Tannie Evita, from viewers who, I put the question out, if they could ask you one question, what would it be? I think we're just going to start randomly here. What are you planning for the Marikana banquet? I mean, there is the book. There's a lot to choose from. One of the emails coming through. But quick here.
This is Mangaung.
For Mangaung, yes. Of course, I'm sorry, yes.
Well, you know, my big job too about Mangaung, being a member of the African National Congress, which means I can't talk anything. ANC,
well, you can now.
No, I'm here in a personal capacity. You know, the problem with the Mangaung banquet is, would they sit together? They're behaving like school children. You know, most of these people in the NEC have known each other for 40 years. They know everybody's secrets. They've seen each other naked in the bath. I mean, for heaven's sake, you know, stop behaving so stupidly and they eat too much. They are too fat. Can I use that word on television?
You have.
We talk about heavyweights. We talk about fat cats. Well, look at them. Gwede Mantashe, whom I like so much, has not seen his feet for 2 years because his tummy's out there. So I'm putting them on a diet. So my banquet will be very, very carefully chosen so the taxpayer doesn't have to pay for that. They've got to pay for everything else.
Salads are cheap?
Salads are not cheap, my dear. Nothing is cheap. But you know what is cheap is to actually not try and bluff people with gold and Breitling watches and sushi on a naked body. You know, a lovely little salad sitting next to a person that you are getting to know over your food can actually change the future of our politics.
Well, speaking of the changing of future of our politics and getting to know someone over food, I knew this question would come through. It's from Tessa, Tannie Evita. If Julius Malema came to dinner, wat kook jy vir hom?
Well, you know, Julius Malema is a very interesting case in point because he also has been eating too many sweet things. Hy rol rond. I would cook him something also quite simple, but I will also think of him as one of my grandchildren. What do they like? I might give him some noodles with grated bitter chocolate, which will melt over the noodles, but only if he promises not to make political speeches while he is in my company. You know, Julius Malema is a very good example of our healthy democracy. These speed wobbles do happen. And I just think that we must stop focusing on the negative in politics and focus on the positive, which is children, and of course your family, and of course the wonderful beauty of our country, and it's food. Then Julius kan bel. Julius, bel vir Tannie, ek sal vir jou lekker kos gee.
I'll give you the number later, Julius. The one recipe, I don't want to take too much time on this, Tannie Evita. You had me with pizza on the braai. I'm a South African boy. Pizza and braai. I like what you're throwing out.
You know, pizza is braai. It's just Italian. They always do it in a little oven because they're too scared to show off. We do our braai outside in the open because we want everybody to see. Pizza on a braai is not actually something I've enjoyed because it doesn't make sense. Put a pizza in a pizza oven and put a lekker boerewors on a braai. But you know, again, we can mix and match things. I've got kosher recipes and I've got halal recipes, and I want to serve them around at the same table without a wall between them one day.
And it's all in this book, Tannie Evita. The book, of course, coming out just a few days ago. You can see it behind us as well. People are going to be asking you, where is there a book signing? Can they get the book now? So as quickly as you can, Tannie, so gou as you can, where and how can they get it signed?
Well, the book is by Umuzi. It is out in all the bookshops, all the good bookshops. And I would suggest you buy 6 copies now for Christmas presents because you won't have any money in December.
And if you had any chance of leaving with this copy on set, it's not going to happen. Tannie Evita, baie dankie.
Thank you, Ms. Scott.
And thank you for coming in to talk to us. The First Lady, certainly one of my favorites in Africans, Tannie Evita, here on Morning News today. Here's the book it is, Bossie Sikelela, just in time for Christmas. Go get it, it's a lot of fun. I've already been reading it. On the back of that, let's return back now to our headline stories.